All right, everybody, our first guest is a singer-songwriter at NYU. Everybody, give a warm welcome to Jonathan Wang. All right. Yo, how you doing, bro?
I'm well. How are you?
Not bad. All right. Well, just so you guys know, Jonathan, you want to tell how we know each other?
Yeah, so those of you who don't know, Brandon's actually a singer too. He's not too bad at singing either. We actually met in an a cappella group, and we were in it for about 2 years, I want to say.
2 years?
Yeah.
Until I
Give or take, before
left.
you jumped ship. Yeah.
Yep, I left his
green
semester
pastures.
to do this show, actually.
Yeah!
That's good, okay.
It's all good. It's all good.
Now, happy to have you. Thank you for coming.
Yeah, absolutely, dude.
Let's jump right into it, yeah?
Cool, dude.
So, can you let me know, what is this first photo here?
All right, so this is me, I think, at 14 or 15 years old. My first time singing in front of an audience. As you can tell, I was a real lady killer. Got the fedora on and sweatpants. So like the backstory of this picture is actually, there was a girl I liked in my sophomore year of high school. And you know, instead of actually going up to her and talking to her like a normal human being, I decided to do what any normal 15-year-old would do. And I sang a song in front of everybody and in front of her to try to impress her. Unfortunately, she wasn't too impressed. And yeah, sucks. But you know, I ended up finding one of my lifelong passions, so I'd say it's a pretty good deal.
Not bad, not bad.
Give or take.
Okay, yeah. All right. Are you with anybody right now?
Yes, I have a girlfriend.
Okay, very nice. I'm not surprised. Okay, what is this photo here?
Yeah, so this is me at Carnegie Hall. This was after, I'm a classical pianist as well. Before I got into writing some of my own songs, I did classical piano, got forced into it by my parents at 5 years old. Yeah,
Brutal.
yeah.
I know the feeling.
Classic, you know. Can I see like a show of hands? Like who here had their parents force them into playing an instrument? Like piano? Oh, let's go.
That's like 65%
right
of the people in this room.
Can I see like who quit before like 12? Yeah, sounds about right.
Yeah, the quitters.
So yeah, my parents, the quitters, right? My parents, unfortunately, were not quitters, and they forced me into it even into high school. I think I was like 16 here.
Wow.
I did a bunch of competitions, and after I played my piece, I got invited to perform at Carnegie Hall.
That's
so.
awesome. Yeah, I heard like you have won like national piano competitions, right?
Yeah, back in the day.
Wow, that's insane. That's insane. Did you ever play so much that like your fingers started to like tremble or like bleed like in Whiplash or something?
Like Whiplash. I used to have like pretty bad posture because I was always like hunched over at the piano and stuff. But I think that's still a little bit.
Okay.
But it's okay.
Nice. All right. Okay, what is this?
Okay. Can I see a quick show of hands? Who here is a K-pop fan by any chance? Let's go. Okay.
One person.
All right.
Oh, two. That's Peter.
2 people?
Peter's a fan. Okay.
So this was actually on the Korean equivalent of The Voice, basically. It's called Superstar K. And what was happening was the girl I was dating at the time was Korean. And we got invited because there were scouts on the East Coast that were looking for like YouTube videos of people singing. They found our video singing together. It was really cute and cheesy.
Photograph, right?
Yeah,
Ed Sheeran?
classic. And they basically invited us to come out to their place in New York in K-Town to audition. And basically we got in, but very shortly afterwards we broke up. And so it was kind of like, oh, like what do we do now?
Wait, so let me get this straight.
Yeah.
You got to the show, both of you.
Right.
And then you broke up, but you still had to do the show together?
I mean, it was like, how often do you get to do like something like the Korean Voice, right?
So that's a yes.
So I'm like, all right, like yeah.
So like, I'd imagine there were some like sticky situations or just awkward.
Yeah, it was like pretty rough. I was like, I kind of want to break up with her now, but then like I kind of want to go on the show. So.
Did they ever like make you? I heard like. Did they ever like try to use that as drama on the show?
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. Basically, kind of like The Voice does like pre-show interviews. The show also interviewed me and my ex-girlfriend now, and they were basically like, oh, like who do you think is better out of the two of you? Like who do you think is gonna pass the next round? Like, do you have anything you want to say to your ex? And
Wow.
I was like, oh, shoot, dude.
This is
I was kind of
serious.
like, nah, I'm good, you know, I'm trying to steer clear of that drama.
He's a very nice guy,
so
Jonathan
yeah.
Wang.
Thanks,
Okay.
dude. It's very kind of you.
All right, this is another photo from the competition, right?
This was a competition the year before in China.
Okay.
Yeah, so this was in Beijing. It was hosted by CCTV. Kind of the similar story. They had kind of scouts looking on the East Coast for talents, and I heard from a mutual friend that they were hosting auditions in Flushing. So I went out. As you can see, I'm like singing an English song on a Chinese show. Go figure.
What song did you sing?
Cannonball by Damien Rice. He's another singer-songwriter.
Solid. Do you ever get nervous when you're performing?
I think I mostly get nervous like pre-show.
Pre-show.
Yeah, I always feel like throwing up. I'm like, crap, like I don't want to do this. But then like as soon as I get on, it's like okay, you know.
Okay. And I know this is something else, but yeah, so you started in classical music, right?
Right.
And then you found your passion for pop music when you sang that song to that girl you liked when you were younger, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Who are some pop artists that you look up to that you really like?
Pop artists, I think. So
Or
the
just
song I was
musicians in general.
the song I was singing in the picture was actually Grenade by Bruno Mars. So I loved Bruno Mars when I was younger.
Bruno Mars fans here, people?
Yeah, I love Bruno. Love his older stuff. His newer stuff is kind of weird, but still good.
24K, man.
Yeah, 24K Magic. And then I kind of got into like more folk pop music, like singer-songwriters. So like Ed Sheeran. Got any Ed Sheeran fans in here? Yeah!
I'm Ed Sheeran.
Ed Sheeran, like Sarah Bareilles, Damien Rice, Nora Jones, singer-songwriters, you know.
Nice. All right. So we have a surprise for you. A few people we asked some people to send in quotes or comments about you. So this first one is, Jonathan is very caring and hardworking. He cares a lot for his friends and will always take time out, no matter how busy he is, to really listen and sit down with his friends and help them through whatever problems they may be having. He tries really hard to stand up for what is right and is always pushing others to do the right thing too. Aww. Wow.
Thanks, dude.
So I've noticed this, like, yeah, you're, of course, super nice guy. But I've also noticed, like, whenever you're performing and considering that you've performed in Carnegie Hall, and you've performed Madison Square Garden, right, and like all these big venues, you're still like you managed to somehow remain super humble. Like, how do you do that, man?
I think it's like for a lot of musicians and artists, or anyone like doing the arts in general, it's like really common to kind of have an ego. Once you do one good thing, you're like, oh yeah, like
yeah,
know it
I
all.
would know.
Like, yeah, I can do it all. I can like go head to head with the professionals. But honestly, having an air of arrogance is probably one of the worst things you can do as an artist, because you kind of like shut off criticism and advice from other people who know better, and you're kind of hampering your own growth. So for me, it's like I want to grow in my music. I want to learn from other people. There's like a ton of talented people here at NYU, and I'm like doing myself a disservice and also just belittling other people if I'm being arrogant. So
wow,
that's how it is.
Wow, that is very nice. Okay, next one. Oh yeah, this is just another funny story about how chill of a guy you are. Story about Jonathan. Jonathan is incredibly talented musically, yet super humble about it. I remember sitting with him for a musical performed in Lincoln Center. I casually asked him if he ever been to Lincoln Center, and he casually told me, yeah, I performed here actually. You don't get to sit with someone who performed at Lincoln Center very often. And that was actually Morgan.
Good
Morgan
times.
Chen.
Yeah, Morgan Chen.
He's also a very nice guy. He was in our a cappella group. He's a beatboxer, bass singer.
Beatboxer, bass.
Right?
Sure.
And this is the last one. Not sure this is good, but the same comment keeps coming back to my mind. Piano suits him more than guitar. Many people, I included, initially thought that Jonathan with a guitar fits with the image aesthetic as a singer-songwriter, but he becomes completely himself when he plays piano.
Is this my girlfriend?
Yes, it's Adrienne.
Yeah.
Do you agree with that? Do you think you're more natural at the piano?
Yeah, I think it's like, I kind of started on guitar when I was 15 because it's like, let's be real here, it's easier to like get girls with guitar than it is with piano. Guys, we've all been there before. But honestly, I've played piano for so long. And even initially, like when my parents forced me into it and I didn't like it, I still started to like grow and enjoy it more. And like now when I play and sing at the same time on the piano, it just feels so natural. So.
Solid. All right.
Yeah, dude.
Hey everybody, we're gonna go to a commercial break. We'll be right back with more Jay Wang.